What up everybody, Sideshow, and we're here with our first, I guess you could say, reaction video to a mass-produced horror 1/6 scale figure, and it's none other than Sideshow's new 1/6 scale Michael Myers 1978 version. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm just pulling up the pictures right now that I have saved, but as you guys know, Sideshow just did a live unboxing on their YouTube channel about the new Michael Myers figure, and I just want to go through and tell you guys what I really think. Alright, so we'll start with the first few pictures of the box. Now obviously the front panel of the box, it's nice, you know, it has the Halloween title in its Halloween font. I like the orange hues that goes into the dark, and it has that Bob look where he has the bed sheet draped over him with Bob's glasses as he kills the girl in the house. And then it has Michael Myers, the actual figure, in front in his traditional coveralls with mask and knife in hand, which is probably what the 90% pose that people are going to be posing him in is in the front of that box. Then you have the side panels that, you know, just show the title Halloween, and they continue the picture. One side is black, one side continues with Bob's bed sheet, and then the back you have a picture of Michael Myers in a stagnant pose, which is actually really creepy, and I like the orange hues. So the box is alright. Nothing spectacular, but it's great. It's cool, you know. So then we move on to the first pictures of the head sculpt. So this front, the straight on shot of the picture, the head sculpt, to me, as I'm in the 1/6 custom game, a lot of my pieces like this Beetle Italian 1978 original Myers, you know, and like once customs Myers, they're very dialed into the authenticity, into the realism, and into the specificity that was in the movies. Just depicts which iterations we like. But this head sculpt, it's off for me, truly. I think it's really off. I think the hairline is too recessed back. The hair doesn't have that Michael Myers look. The head sculpt, even, the mask is just off. I mean, I'd say it's about 50% there, 60% at max. The paint, you know, they got the white kind of correct, but it's too much pink all over. I wasn't impressed with the head sculpt at all. I like that the eyes were recessed back, and in different lighting you guys could be able to see the blackest eyes, that kind of shot of them. The hair has a good color, but I don't mind that it's sculpted hair. I actually prefer that. I like sculpted hair sometimes more than real hair. It's just my preference, but I don't see the resemblance too much. The hairline is too recessed back. It's showing off too much forehead, and there's too many horns. I thought they could have been done better. I don't know if they're going to be able to fix this, but anytime, or just make it a little bit more accurate. But even the side profile, you know, under different lighting is not very much Michael Myers. I'm not feeling it as much as I thought I would, to be honest. You know, sad enough. I mean, they got the color correct, which, like they said in the video, it's fish belly white. That's what they used in mask, so I believe they kind of went for that. The back shot of the head sculpt, you know, the hair is fine, you know, it flows fine. It's just the hair, the way the line is. At least they got the sideburn, leftover glue mark correct. The ears are fine. It's just the shape of the forehead is throwing everything else off, and how that hairline flows. We move down to the coveralls, and I think the coveralls are actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie. The color, the navy blue, it depicts the newer version of Michael Myers on the 4K Blu-ray, or if you did the VHS version, it was an olive green, an army green, or if you did like an in-between, you know, it could have been dark gray, light gray. Depends how the light hit in the movies, but traditionally the navy blue look is my favorite, other than this one. They got all the pockets correct, they got the elastic waist correct, they got the button on the top of the coveralls over here around the neck. They got the black undershirt correct, which is actually a full undershirt, unlike the Tots Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 Michael Myers, where they skimped out, where it's just a piece of cloth taped around. That was bad. I like how the coveralls flow on the arms. I love that they have sculpted arms. They have angry arms. I mean, angry hands, clenched hands with veins sculpted in there. It comes with multiple hands. Fisted hands, knife gripping hands, and phone holding hands, because some of the accessories is a telephone, the Bob bed sheet with the glasses, a tombstone, and I believe a pumpkin, obviously, and a stand, and two knives, one bloody, one non-bloody. But the coveralls flow nice. I like the color. Like I said, I do not like how the coveralls go. They seem a little high water, meaning like they don't go all the way down, all the way to the bottom of the boot. Now that could be a futzing problem, I'm not sure, but I like when the pants are a little bit more baggier on my Meyers. They can go all the way to the bottom of the back of the boot and have a good flow. But that's my only nitpick. Other than that, they flow correctly. On the hips, it's a little too wide. Maybe, like I said, it's a futzing issue that once you get in hand, but this is just off what I see in the video. Then we move on to the next pictures where the demonstrator is showing the posability of the Michael Myers, and it's very posable. He's practically doing a split and a lunge. He has that double jointed elbow, so you can do the Michael Myers pose kind of like this, or him holding it back, that traditional Michael Myers look. We move on to the next pictures, and we have the knives. So the knives aren't die cast, they're not metal. In the custom hobby, we get real wood and metal knives, which are, I think, unbeatable, some of the best in the game. So definitely for those people that are more into the mass produced, definitely try to check out and get some accessories in the 1/6 custom groups. You can hit me up on my Instagram and I can guide you to some people. But the knives, they're okay. From afar, they look like they're metal, but once you get up close, it's a plastic look. The blood is not so realistic. And then again, I don't really care for the blood knife because in the movie there was no blood. In 1978 version, there really wasn't any blood. So I think Carpenter left that to the imagination, so I thought the bloody knife was unnecessary. I hate my 78 Myers with blood. It just makes no sense to me. Even when he got shot at the end, there was no blood. Then you have obviously the clean knife, which I would rock it. And then you have the telephone, which actually looks really nice. I can't complain about the telephone. Once again, we have another up-close shot of the knife with the bloody hand, with the bloody tip, and it's all right. It's to those people that enjoy it. Now, this is impressive. The Judith Myers Tombstone, which even we have in the custom game, it looks like a solid resin piece, and it's detailed. It's got good paint. I like how it's running. Some of the paint, the rust paint, I wouldn't say rust, but like the dirt is dirty. It's Judith Myers. Everything's correct. It's a correct size. I love the tonality of it. I think that's a great accessories, and it actually came in most of the 1/6 custom releases, so it's kind of cool. The pumpkin, I think, is decent at best. It doesn't look like a real pumpkin. It looks like one of those fake plastic ones. Now, if you guys see, this is Vito Metalli's 1978 new issue pumpkin, and that looks absolutely real. And it's got the pumpkin texture. You got the inside that's yellow and all that. You got the stem. You got all the gouges. Everything's correct. Everything's correct on this. It just doesn't look lifelike. Even the shape is a little off, to be truthful. What I do like is that it opens up and it has a switch on light that can give it that flickering effect. Now this, you just get a tea light from your local dollar shop and you can put it in here. As you guys see, that's where you put the batteries. And then we move on to the Bob look, which is the bed sheet over him, which is actually why I would pick up this set. This is actually why I would want it. I think the materials it's made of, it's a nice silk. It looks like a bed sheet material. It's got the 2 holes cut already properly, and it drapes really well from what I saw when it draped on the figure. And then the glasses that they have for Bob is absolutely perfect. Now, the interesting thing is you have to take the head sculpt off, and when you do, it seemed like the guy had a struggle because the head sculpt popped with the neck peg, so he had to battle to get that out and put that back on. So I don't know if that is it's a little bit of a warning sign that we could damage it, so we have to be a little ginger with it. And then you take the main head sculpt off, the mask version, then you put this blank black head sculpt on to give it that darkest eyes look when you pose Bob, because the original head sculpt had the sculpted hair. If you were to put the bed sheet over it, it wouldn't flow as nice if it was material hair or fox hair, which is it's a good idea. The Bob glasses are perfect. The look looks perfect. I love the different hands that it comes with, but that Bob look is the main reason that I like it. And then you have Bob holding the telephone, which is absolutely perfect. This is the main reason why I would buy this set, because I already have some 78 Myers and I'm really into it. So I wouldn't need to display multiples. Now in different lighting, as you guys can see at these final pictures, he shines a light on the top and it's kind of draping over, and it's giving it more of that Michael Myers traditional look with the light, with the darkest eyes and all that, and it's helping it. But I'm never gonna use that kind of lighting in my DTOF. Like, it's kind of hard to get that unless I get, because if I were to do that on one DTOF, it would shine down on all the DTOF. So it's kind of like, I would have to designate one cube, one detail for one specific thing for just this figure, which is kind of a drawback for me. It does look a lot better with the lighting, but I shouldn't have to buy a figure and then put certain lighting to make it look good. It should look good out the box. Now, do I think this is better than Trick or Treat's 78 release? I believe the head sculpt on the Trick or Treat is better, but everything else is better on the Sideshow that they just released. The boots are interesting. The way they kind of flow shape-wise is a little off from the Vietnam boots that he had, but the bottom tread is really good. The coloring's decent. So it's just the shape is a little off for me. Other than that, it's got nice movability on the head sculpt. It's got the head tilt, which I like. The posability is there. Right now, I'm thinking it's worth the price value. There's some things that need to be fixed. I don't know if a repaint job would necessarily help out the head sculpt in some sort of way. It just doesn't look like Michael Myers. It looks like a reminiscent of Michael Myers. The 78 mask, as simple as it is, it's one of the hardest things to capture. It is essentially an aura. He is the face of horror, whether you like it or not. Jason Voorhees, Freddy, Michael Myers, Leatherface, the big four. So I think they gave it their best shot, but you know what I think, being in the custom games, there's a lot of people in the 1/6 custom groups, the horror groups, that they make these head sculpts. So what I would say is get this set and just pop a new head sculpt on. If that head sculpt is not your bag, I'm gonna get it for the Bob look. I don't necessarily need a different head sculpt. So if you guys were to get it, definitely just pop that new head sculpt on, and I think that then you'd be ready to rock. I absolutely think so. The boots are fine. You know, the shape is just a little odd for me. The thing that's most let down is the head sculpt. The pumpkin looks extremely fake, and the boots, or the knives. The knife is alright, you know, from a distance it's not bad. I just don't need a bloody version. But the box is killer. I love the accessories. I love the ideas that you can do multiple poses with the Bob look. Like I said, that is the main reason why I want to buy this set. I believe the value is $240 or $239 or $229. It's in that range. You can still pre-order up on Sideshow, Big Bad Toy Store, you know, all your guys' major outlets. I believe they're going to mass produce these things because they've been doing a lot of Halloween products. The Pop Culture Shock just did a couple statues. The quarter scale, which I thought came out kind of horrendous. All their statues did. The 1/3 scale is actually a lot better. I like the porch style that it comes with. Just the head sculpts. No mass-produced company can really land a head sculpt that well. Tots did a pretty decent job, but it needs a repaint, I will say. Once you repaint it or rehair it, it's fine. But I don't know, I think it's definitely something worth checking out. Now, what I'm really excited about is their Pretty Woman, because I'm going to be comparing it to some of the Pretty Woman customs that I have. So, you know, this is mainly a 1/6 custom horror channel, so it's cool to get some mass-produced, kind of compare it. I'm not saying we're better than them or them are better than us or whatever. I just think it's cool that some attention is coming to the 1/6 mass-produced community, and I think it's something that, as me from a 1/6 custom group that always wanted these things in mass-produced before I found out these custom groups, I'm going to support the hell out of it. I bought the Sideshow Ghostface. I thought that was actually a really good release. The only thing I didn't like is that the cloth didn't have any sparkle, even though it's more geared towards Scream 4. I thought that was a great release. The Hot Toys Pennywise, I'm getting that one. Definitely got to get the 78 Myers. I already bought the Pretty Woman. I already actually have the Myers paid off as well. So I think it's awesome that they're really starting to bang these things out. And you gotta say, I gotta admit, it's probably because of the Halloween Kills or Halloween. The remake that they just did, well, not really a remake, a follow-up to the original, and the Halloween Kills that's coming up. It's a lot of hype, so and the Pennywise movies, the It movies are really, they brought up the horror genre back, so definitely thankful. I think as 1/6 custom people, we should support it, and to the people that love this mass produce, support it, because we're only going to get more and more if these things do great, and then more and more different things are coming out. Also, I like the fact that Tots, I do gotta mention Tots, they did an expansion pack, which was kind of similar to this, I believe, because it came, I don't know if it came with the Bob, I believe it came with the Bob outfit as well, the expansion pack which I bought, which was, I think was $80, and I believe it came with the green coveralls. So definitely interested to see how that goes. I don't know if it came with the bob set. Maybe I'm overthinking, but it was a coverall expansion or something like that for the 78. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment below. I'm not going to rate it or anything like that. I'm not comparing. I'm just excited. I just want to give you guys my thoughts. So please subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell because I'm going to be doing a lot of these uploads to the people that are in the 1/6 custom groups. You guys won't see me upload them there too much, because it's mass-produced stuff. So if you don't want to miss the little discussions, definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, conquer your own collection. I've been your host, Galactable / Daniel Turzo. And until next time, stay sick. Peace.